you doing? Thanks so much for kicking things off here. That's not always the easiest thing to do, is it? But I certainly appreciate that. Let's go and take a look at your composition, which I have up. Wait a second. That's not yours. I'm sorry. Let's get rid of that. And let's get to yours. Here's yours. All right. Let's go ahead and take a look. So first composition, we're looking for no contrast in size or weight, and all hierarchy should be based on grouping. Excellent. Good job. Yep. Exact, right? Now, in the second composition, we're looking at one new size and one new weight. So we've got, here's our new size, here's our new weight. Again, excellent job. Right now, I think the right-hand side, we don't have a margin on the right-hand side. Here's your margin on the left-hand side. Here's your margin on the left-hand side. There's no margin on the right-hand side. Be sure to preserve your margins all the way around on all four composition. Margins should be identical, except for the fourth, where you're allowed to break the grid. Okay, in the third composition, we have multiple contrasts in weight and scale, but I'm not seeing multiple contrasts in weight and scale. All I'm seeing here is you're bold in all of these, right? But this seems to be actually smaller. So these should, basically what you want to do is you want to add multiple changes in weight and scale. Okay, I see one change in weight and scale here, one change here, and then one change here. So we only have two changes in weight and scale. You bolded these. It's not, basically it's multiple changes from what is visible in the composition, okay? So you definitely want to display multiple changes in contrast. So you want scale and size multiple times here, all right? And try to keep it harmonious as possible. I'm going to show you some examples here in a second that are really going to help. Now in the fourth, we also have multiple changes in the scale and weight, but in the car, two things. Number one, actually three things. The car has to be presented in black and white. That's in the core specs right here, on the assignment specs right here, black and white under the instructions. And then in the fourth composition, the car has to be cropped, all right? So you have to crop that car out of its background, put it in Photoshop and run it. It's got to be black and white, put it in Photoshop, run a black and white adjustments layer, and make sure it's bleeding into at least two areas in the composition. Okay, now, I think that one of the examples in the book, page 101, shows 9 outstanding examples of how to establish hierarchy based on emphasis, and that emphasis is based on changes in scale, changes in weight, and also in proximity. So you want to take a look at there's 9 examples here. Study all of them and read their example descriptions as well. Really spend some time on this. Once this page, you really understand this page, you'll really understand how to establish hierarchy. And also, I don't know if you've taken a look at the announcement yet. Welcome to week 3. But there's 6 videos in here and a ton of resources. Now listen, I can guarantee you with 110% certainty that if you spend time in this announcement here, welcome to week 3, you're going to come out of this with a much, much, much greater understanding of how to establish hierarchy based on weight and scale, and also how to employ use of the grid, okay? So you do not want to skip this assignment right here. Welcome to week 3, okay? Those are my recommendations, and if you have any questions at all, please let me know. But I'd like to see those recommendations reflected in your final submission to this coming Sunday. So again, of course, if you have any questions, please let me know. All right, great. Thank you very much.